Hi everyone, welcome to the next installment, the latest installment of Nikki and Mike. I am your boy Mike, oh no, or whatever you want to call me.
And I'm Nikki. Welcome back to our channel. And
I'm not sure why it's so cool, but you're the coolest.
as always, if you like our podcast and video content like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Nikki_and_Mike. That is also our Instagram handle. So you can type that in on Instagram and go hit those like buttons and hearts and all that good stuff on Instagram.
I think you'll see if this is YouTube. If you're looking at me on YouTube, that means the like button should be about right here.
Okay.
The thumb, or there might be the thumbs up button. So yeah, the like button should be like right here.
There you go.
And then the follow button or subscribe button should be right here.
Yeah, just subscribe. It's free. You get good content because we're both nuts. And we love each other and we enjoy each other's company and got good stuff going, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and yes, y'all. Yes, y'all.
All right,
so
let's jump in.
So we were talking about something right before we came on set here.
Yeah.
We were talking about the powers that be, the the higher ups, the 1%ers,
You know.
the all-seeing eyers, Illuminator. So let's detail some of your information. This is a subject that I got into or just started, just studying or knowing about maybe around about 2010, 2011 when I first became a music intern at a production studio for Jazzy Faye called Chat Killers. Shout out to my guys. They went on to do great things and work with Usher, work with a lot of good folks, but when you're in the studio environment, a lot of times you have downtime and you browse things online, you look up information. Let's talk about it. Let's just speak on it. Let's throw it out there. The all-seeing eyes, the Illuminati. What do you guys think about that? What did you come across recently?
Well, to move back, I started hearing about Illuminati. It was when Rihanna came out with Umbrella.
Oh.
And Beyonce, she came out with some song. Sweet Dreams. This is when I started hearing about Illuminati.
A sweet dream,
yeah.
a beautiful nightmare.
But love the songs, by the way, both of them. And I started seeing, stuff on YouTube about Illuminati and, like listening to songs backwards, and they have like subliminal messages, and that's why people go so crazy when they listen to music and things like that. And it scared me, so I clicked off of it because I started having nightmares about it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So I clicked off of it. So I know about it, but do I go searching for the information? No. But what I did hear was that Cardi B and Offset are divorcing. Cardi B served, him papers or whatever. And we were hearing that Cardi B said some things about it not being about cheating or anything of that nature or whatever. But we were in the studio. I got some hot stuff coming for y'all. Stay tuned for that. But we were in the studio and we were talking about the Illuminati and things of that nature. And one of my cousins was saying that Cardi B is divorcing Offset because of some accusations of foul play when it comes to Offset and men, and this is alleged. I don't know for sure, but it got us to talking about doing, I'm gonna say, ungodly things, and that's just not talking about being gay or anything of that nature, but just anything ungodly and religion in the music industry and people getting these things to selling their souls to the devil. And like AJ was saying something about somebody getting a $2 million deal and they were doing like some weird off the wall type, you know, like men dressing like females or things of that nature. And I'm just like, okay, if you would do all of that for $2 million, when these people are gonna make way, way, way more money off of you, like, I think is crazy. And I did hear some things, Amarion talking like a few years ago, just saying like he feels like he may not be as big as he should have been as far as like being a solo artist, because he would not sell his soul to the devil. And I think I heard some things about Trey Songz saying that he just said that you can't have religion in the music industry because, you know, you'll get blackballed or something like that, or I guess they just don't want you to, some weird type mess and stuff like this. I just like, this is crazy.
Well, what Tory Lanez said is obviously not true, because look at Kanye West. So, you know, he honestly, he sold his, he refound his soul. Amen. And put it in win with Christ.
There you go.
And, you know, he's been triple billionaire 3 times over now since doing so. So,
right.
But back on the point of that, right? So here's why I don't necessarily buy what I'm hearing as far as the Cardi B Offset thing as far as that's concerned, because, you know, just like if she's rumbling saying, oh, he did some gay stuff or, you know, whatever it was with a man or whatnot, you know, in the same light, she would have had to do some other things as well to be in her, to get her status, to get her claim, you know, to fame too.
That's true.
So I mean, you know, if she's gonna bicker about that, then, you know, what did she do as well? So I mean, I don't know. I want to offset those two things. You see what I did there? So I'm going to say boom, boom, boom. You know, fine. You want to say Offset did somebody stuck a finger up his booty. Well, you know, somebody stuck something up in yours too. So let's just offset that.
There we go.
Let's bring it back. So, you know, with that being said, what Offset said about the whole situation was, you know, obviously we've learned about cheating in the past and infidelity within that relationship from his side of things before. You know, be that as it may, not excusing it. What he would say from his side of things now was that, you know, that he just felt like after WAP, you know, it just became an embarrassment. You know, after they released the song WAP, you know, he put out saying that it was just embarrassing for him to be with her. And that goes back to just my whole mentality from the start about it. You know, I wouldn't say an embarrassment, you know what I'm saying, for girls to be out there doing that, but honestly and truly, you know, it's time to grow up a little bit. It's time for us to take our dicks and pussies out of hip hop. Like, it's just time to get over that shit, bro. Like, to have some substance, man. Like, you know, that's kind of what we go back into, you know, as far as music and, you know, that conversation with WAP.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, it's annoying, bro. Like, you know, honestly, you know, we think about guys like Pimp C, you know, and that's guy came across a post about, you know, why was it okay for Pimp C, but not for, you know, Megan, not for the new girls to talk about that. And I started to review it, you know, in my mind. I was like, well, okay, Pimp C talked about, you know, slanging, you know what I'm saying, and pimping the girls and, you know, doing all this and how he made it about that. If a girl's gonna talk about, if Pimp C was the pimp and gave the pimp story, and now it's gonna sound broad brushed, but I'm just speaking specifically in the light of what we're talking about. The girls are putting out the how they became a hoe to glory. You know, how it was pimping the glory. That was a product of the pimp. I guess now it's just the tool that was pimped was the vagina. So now we're talking about the glorification of the vagina, you know, towards the music. So, you know, let's just end all that shit, bro. Let's get back to the substance, man, of music. I mean, you're granted, we don't know the ins and outs of what that relationship entailed. Obviously, we support black love and we want black love to matter. You know, at the end of the day, but some tricky things do go on inside of hip hop, and you know, we don't necessarily know the truth of it. But there are powers that be. You know, there are powers that be who are behind the scenes. I mean, let's just call it what it is. But
I want to piggyback off of what you said when you were saying bring substance back to hip hop and things of that nature. I believe that we do need more substance in hip hop. But who are these people that are going to be bringing the substance to hip hop? Because the people that are, you know, rapping about pussy and dick and all of this mess and glorifying it, are they surrounding themselves with people who could necessarily, you know, mentor and coach them and talk to them, and maybe then they could start rapping about, you know, something with a little bit more substance? Like, who are they surrounding themselves with? If they're surrounding themselves by the same amount of people that is talking about dick, pussy, ass, titties, shaking your ass, clubbing, drugs, all that good stuff, where they getting the substance from if that's all that they're surrounded by?
I mean, everybody has a story.
That's true.
Everybody has a, you know, a story. Nobody woke up and said, I'm in the booth rapping with $1 million in the bank. You know, everybody has hard times. Everybody has struggle. You know,
you have some of them out here though that may not have necessarily struggled, but are rapping about it like they know what it is. So,
I mean, you know, there's a lot of stories that people can tell. You know, talk about your come up, talk about your hustle, you know, talk about the trials and tribulations of your life. However,
but what if that just happened to be them selling pussy and ass?
Then I think that, you know, you're not equipped to be an artist if that's all you have to talk about. I mean, if I make an album about my dick for 7 songs, by song 3, I'm sure you guys would be over it. I would be over it. So, you know, I mean...
I understand that, but some people, too, also say they don't necessarily listen to what the hell anybody is saying in the song. As long as it's got a catchy chorus and a dope-ass beat, that's all you need.
And that's where we saw the shift in the standards of hip-hop change.
Okay.
When people started, I just like that beat. Man, that be hard. I don't care what they talking about. Man, that be hard. You heard that shit?
Right.
Now you've switched the substance and the integrity of the music into just, that shit sound good.
Do you think there's anybody out there now that's rapping that has substance?
Yeah.
Because then you actually have these rappers out here that are actually, you know, what they call quote unquote conscious rappers. You know, people listen to them, but they don't necessarily get the radio play that I think they deserve. Like,
Big
for
Crit.
example, Big Crit.
Big Crit, perfect example of how that works out versus Amigos.
Right.
Like, come on. Right. That's perfect example.
I was gonna say,
Big
like,
Crit's got bars.
Like when Wale was, you know, doing his conscious rap stuff, it got played, but not like I think it should have gotten played. But then when he started making radio hits, he gets played on the radio now. But I'm like, the song is really talking about a lot of nothing, which I think it sucks.
Lotus Flower Bomb.
Which, I mean, you can name like 1 or 2 of them, but he said it himself. He just felt like the music industry just was not ready for him as far as like his conscious rap and all of that good stuff. But then when he make radio hits, it's like he's popular now.
But that is the literal. We'll talk about selling your soul.
Correct.
That's the literal sense of selling your soul. You're not gonna walk into a room and a man in all red here. Yeah, give me your soul. How much your soul? Let me see your soul. All right, this worth $50. Here's 50 million right here. Yeah, I like this soul. I'm gonna hang it up. Like, this is not like that. Selling your soul, when we talk about that in music, is doing things and compromising your integrity as a person.
There you go.
That's selling your soul.
Right.
That's where we come in and talk about the devil in the music. The devil's in the details. That's what we're talking about here. Yeah. You're not gonna go walk into a room and someone's gonna do no, like, you can't do that. So when we talk about selling your soul, think about how when Kanye West first came out of his little drug-induced coma or whatever, when he went crazy in Sacramento and went to the hospital, and then next thing we just pop up a picture and he's in damn Donald Trump's office, and he took the picture, he has the blonde hair and all that. Think about that, like the emptiness in his eyes, because he was controlled to go do that situation, and all he could say in that time, in that frame of mind, was, I just want to take a picture.
Yeah.
Like, that's soulless right there.
Right.
That's soulless. Right. You're doing something you did not want to do.
Right.
And you're seeing in his eyes, he looked hopeless, he looked lost. And you get that with him a lot. He's probably one of the main examples in hip hop and in music that you can just look at his eyes and be like, damn, he don't really want to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's selling your soul, compromising your integrity. Whatever you want, everybody, and in any industry, is faced with that challenge to do something you don't like.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? To compromise yourself in some sort of way. And it doesn't just happen in just music. So when we talk about selling your soul, that's kind of, it's, hey, we started out kind of right at them this episode.
It's like, hey, go for the gusto, go
know
big or
what
go
I'm saying?
home.
So, I mean, that's that's what we're talking about right now. And with the Cardi Offset situation, obviously, whatever the story was, the backstory behind it, we three sides to every story.
Yeah.
Whatever it was is what it was, and then we see the result here. I wish them both, success in their next endeavors,
Correct.
romantically. But hopefully, artists who go through certain things can turn that pain into artistry and into album.
Right.
Like we have this weekend with Tory Lanez.
There we go. Woo! All right. Probably every song on this album is about Megan Thee Stallion. And I was like, he was really in love. He was really hurt. Good God. God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a dope album.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard people, if you're a Tory Lanez fan, you like the album. If you're like, then you're like, I actually enjoyed it. I've been rocking it all weekend. I just think if the case is still open and you're not supposed to be discussing it, why would you make a whole album about it?
Well, there has to be charges pressed in order for there to be a case. Megan did not do that, so there really ain't no case.
Okay.
So that's a whole lot of cap shit.
Okay.
But gang gang.
Okay.
But at the same time, in the same light, regardless of that little nuance, I overheard the album. I haven't fallen down that rabbit hole.
It's not a rabbit hole.
Because I know the rabbit hole of just what happened. With their situation with Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm honestly concerned about that either.
Do I think she got shot in the foot personally? No.
I do.
But
why would you lie about it, though?
Why not? Because of the humiliation ritual that they will push you through in some Illuminati type of shit. If we're gonna talk about that, let's talk about that.
Okay, all right.
Let's talk about how that could be a ritual to embarrass you, Tory Lanez, in order to watch for your comeback. It's the same shit that happened with the entanglement shit. August Alsina had to go out there and say some embarrassing shit. And he slept with so and so, and and then dragged the Smiths into it, and now he done dropped this album, and he's reaping the fruits and rewards of whatever sales he got from that album. It's the shock value
of it all. That Megan will lie about getting shot in the foot, not saying anything to the cops, to help Tory Lanez promote his album? Is that what you're saying?
No, what came out right after she got shot? Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Hello? Make it make sense, and I'm doing that.
Okay.
I'm making it make sense for you guys. So, you just had your whole...
Wait, but do you think necessarily that Megan Thee Stallion would need this scandalous, story to promote a song that was probably going to do well anyway? Because it's just like two big names, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion?
It's not about what Megan needed. It's about what they needed for her to stay on top.
I think the song would have done that. I don't necessarily think she would have needed this scandal to
the song wouldn't
keep
have came
her relevant.
Out. The song wouldn't have came out. That's what I'm saying. You got this hot song. We need, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the possibility of
So you really think it was played up?
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Do I think something happened to her foot? Sure. I mean, when she was walking out, sure. When she was walking out the car, she was, limping backwards, and there was obviously liquid on the floor every time she took a step. So something happened to her foot. But again, this is the human foot we're talking about, okay? The human foot is a whole bone. There is no. If you shoot me in the shoulder, you might miss my bone. You might get a grazed. You know what I'm saying? I might be grazed. But if you shoot somebody anywhere in this mug,
you're gonna hit something.
You're gonna break a bone.
The foot has the most bones.
Something's going to happen.
Correct.
And then the next 2 weeks later, you in the WAP video on your knees. Like, you can't do that with a busted foot. So I'm just saying, you gotta watch for the hit, folks.
Okay. I'll give you that. I will give you that. I don't necessarily know how much of... I just don't think she really needed a scandal to promote this new song. But hey, it is a coinkydink that this just so happened and then this song came out. I understand that.
So, I mean, you know, it's only so long that we can excuse coincidence for, you know, there's a lot of things that happen coincidentally.
True.
You know, 2020 been coincidental as fuck. You know, I mean, come on. Let's just stay woke, folks.
Okay.
So, you know, now we're discussing the whole Offset and Cardi, Megan and Tory. Let's talk about Future and one of numerous baby mamas.
Oh my.
Basically, he was brought to court over the past, I guess from the last episode to now. He has been in and out the court system. We're dealing with that baby mama situation. $53,000 a month, Nikki.
I didn't say shit. I don't even make that in a year.
So, how do you feel about $53,000 a month? What child costs $53,000 a month?
That I don't know, and that's just because I haven't had kids, but I do hear kids are expensive. So I don't necessarily know how much someone is spending in a month. Now, granted, expenses can add up, especially if you're used to a high-profile lifestyle. And okay, first of all, I work in childcare. On a low scale, and I don't even know if this is considered low because we're like a Fortune 500 company. In my class alone, and I teach 2-year-olds, you're paying almost $1,600 a month for childcare. Now, granted, I know that's a little far off from $53,000, but then when you have childcare expenses, car maintenance, rent, utilities, it can add up. I don't know if it add up to $53,000 a month, but I'm just saying. In
child support. So that car expense, that car shit is dead.
Well, no, not necessarily, because the mother may need the car to actually get her child back and forth to school.
No.
No?
No, child support. Anything that supports your child.
That car supports my child.
I don't know, man. But $53,000, that's a lot. That's a lot. I think the number that they finally settled on, or whatever it might have been, I think it was maybe $4,000 to $8,000 a month.
I could see that.
Right,
and
like
even that's still a lot.
Right, those are reasonable figures.
I know some people right now.
Yeah.
I had a cousin. He was giving his baby mama. They hadn't even went to court yet. He was giving his baby mama, if I'm not mistaken, $900 a month for child support, on top of paying all of the utilities in the household. So she really didn't have to do nothing. But her stupid self went and talked to some people, oh, you need to put him on child support, blah, 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 and end up, she got less than what he was already giving her. So I'm like, that's your fault, stupid.
Correct. And again, it does go contingent upon your income also as a man. And actually, no, I don't know, because a lot of people, who I know, and I'm not knocking anybody in your career professions, but I know a lot of folks who might, work in the food service industry, might be up at Waffle High, their whole check gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your whole check gone. So it really don't come by just based off your income.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But it may be based on your income, but you have to remember how many kids does that person have child support taken out of from his check? Because it could have been where his whole check gone because he got 2-3 kids on child support.
We all know Mr. Nevalius Cash has a few cash kings.
A few
folks cashing in.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So he has a few kids, but $58,000. You give me $53,000. I ain't gonna say nothing else for the rest of the year.
Dang right.
You give me $53,000 right now, I'm at Kiku.
Right.
I'm at Kiku. I got the PS5.
Look.
Cash.
There you go.
With 2 controllers. Look. Ooh. The controller's $70, boy. I got 2 of them hoes. But, you know, hey, more power to him, King. You know, more bread coming to you. Just, you know, keep that bread in the family. She gonna get some, the kids gonna get some.
Got a question then.
You know.
How do you feel about child support? Just in general.
I think it can be a vicious tool at times for women to kind of get back at people for a relationship that might just be failing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you guys have a child by somebody and your relationship doesn't work out, and you just want to get back at your nigga, I'm about to put him on child support, fuck that.
Okay.
Then that's wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, it's supposed to be for the betterment of the child, and there's you know we guys know good and well that some of them kids don't see that money.
That's true.
So
see that what?
That money.
That money.
That money. So you know, we know some kids don't see that. So you know, it's gotta be it's a tool, and it hopefully it continues to be used for good. But we know there are instances and you know spiteful people who use it for bad.
Do you feel like, say if a female is in a situation where she done had a baby with a dude, and he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out, and sometimes he might, you know, give a little bit of money here, disappear, give a little money here, disappear. Do you feel like a female should use child support to get their baby daddy, baby mama to take care of their child? Or do you think that they should just let it be and whatever that person does is cool? And then the child will see for themselves once they get older that they ain't worth about
I
nothing.
mean, no, because if it works out to where the kid got to struggle, you know, and they got to struggle and the mother actually needs that shit.
Say if they're not struggling, but it would help out.
To put somebody on child support?
Yeah.
Would help out?
Yeah.
You can do that. I feel like that should be done. Like, if you need it, get that shit.
Okay.
If you need it, get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't need it, get it, because the child needs it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm wondering how it works with
But
people that are younger than us, probably say like mid-20s, are having these kids, and you know everybody now wants to be an entrepreneur. Nobody want to work for the white man, and you got these people that are being entrepreneurs, but they're not, you know, claiming taxes on this money, which means the government ain't getting theirs. Which means when you try to get government involved, and then it comes paperwork and stuff, you don't have a legitimate business because you don't have the paperwork to back it up. So then there's not a reason where you can actually, there's no way you can actually put the person on child support. So in that case, what do you do then? Where you're thinking that, okay, if I put him on child support, that'll help him consistently take care of my child. But then if they ain't got no job, or they making money, but they ain't, you know, there ain't no paper trail behind it, then what?
well,
That's what I'm curious about. And I just, granted, I don't know nothing about it because I'm not in that situation. And the lesson here is to try not to put yourself into that situation.
right. I mean, you obviously don't want to be in that situation.
Right.
Once you find yourself in that situation, you know, all bets are off. I mean, you kind of just have to whim of, you know, kind of how things work out, because you knew Ray ain't had no job when you laying down, and Ray was talking about he, you know what I'm saying, gonna work it out, and he got this and that, and you know what I'm saying, and LaQuanda, you know, her shit ain't fall through. She said she was gonna go in there and get that cosmetology degree, and she was gonna open up her style, you know, and the whoop, and then now y'all got a kid, and you know, it didn't pan out that way.
Correct.
So, you know, whether you're, even the dads, you know, the dads got to put monies on child support too.
Right.
So, I mean, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled. You ain't landing on the baby landing on you.
Oh.
So, you know, you just got to be smart, and, you know, it's got to be a team. Like, if you know, I don't understand why people just lay up with somebody and have a kid, you know, with a thought that you ain't even really thought about. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to stop. You got to really, can you have a child with this person, with this person, you know? And if you know, you got to be able to think that shit through.
Right.
And you know, if you're afraid of working for the man, then you got to be able to know what comes with that shit.
Yeah.
Quanda, if he don't like to work for the man and you don't think it's gonna work out,
Right.
then you know, putting him on child support gonna be a task for you. Because how you gonna prove he got income?
Right. And that's why I took it back to Future. I feel like, was he upset that she was asking for that amount of money?
If I'm Future, here's what I think happened. I'm gonna do the rendition
Okay.
of what I think happened.
Okay.
Give me just 1 second, focus.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Here's my court papers. $53,000. I just want to be loved.
That's it.
That was bad. That was terrible. That was terrible. I don't know. I just was going up cuff.
Uh-huh.
But that was my impression of Future. You know, he probably was unbothered.
Okay.
He probably was unbothered. He probably said, "No, that's not going down."
Okay.
And he probably was just like, "You know what? It's over. I'm about to." Oh, I'm lying. You know, so honestly and truly, no. I don't know what happened. If I was Future, I just laughed. You know, because I think he would probably laugh at some shit like that. Silly, I can't wife no thought. You know, he gave us these classics.
Then stop fucking with thoughts.
I can't wife no thought.
And then having babies with them. Like, you got ties to these people forever.
He probably apologized to his fans. You know, he actually issued an apology to his fans on Twitter.
Why?
For fucking with a silly hoe. A messy hoe.
Apologize to your damn self. Fuck these fans.
I apologize to my fans for fucking with a messy hoe. So, I'm sure he, you know, had something smart to say about the $53,000 requested. But hey, more power to you, King.
Wish you the best, Future.
Free band gang president.
Okay.
So, he also, I don't know if we discussed. Oh, we did talk about last episode. Him and Lori Harvey are done.
Yeah.
I'm proud to say that we lasted longer than Future and Lori Harvey. So, you know, I don't think that was a shock, but
Right.
6 months long, 6 months strong.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna recap these 6 months. You know, talk about our 6-month anniversary.
Yeah.
And go from there. I'll let the lady have the floor.
Okay, so we met a few days, probably like March 15th, March 16th. We started talking to each other. He had sent me a message in, if I'm not mistaken, it's July of 2019.
18?
No, it's 19. I didn't answer. And I remembered what I was doing back then. And that's why I didn't answer. And so some stuff happened in February of 2020 where I was supposed to get flown out to be with a guy for Valentine's Day. Then the plans changed and he was supposed to come see me. Didn't happen, got ignored. I was like, I'm tired of this shit. So I was like, well, I guess it's back to the drawing board. So I just happened to go on Tinder. And a few days, I'm swiping, you know, nothing's happening or whatever. And I was like, well, let me go back and look at my old messages and see if there's somebody that I didn't, you know, hit up, or I may have just like ignored the conversation or whatever. And, you know, stuff happens. So I just came upon this message and it was so sweet. It was like, bonjour, madame. Hi, I'm Mike. Or you can call me Mike, Michael, Jihad, Bae for short. And I was like, oh, okay. And he just was like, dang, I should have been shoot my shot because you're cute or whatever. And, he basically like just hit me back. And I was like, why? And I can remember looking at the message in 2019 and I'm like, oh my God, that is so freaking cute. But I just wasn't in the mindset back then to entertain anyone because I was already entertaining someone or trying to entertain someone. And so I answered back and I just said hi. And it just so happened that he told me the night before I sent him the message, he just so happened to put Tinder back on his phone. So I'm like, that's a very, very coincidental. So, we got to talking through text message or whatever. And I think I gave him my number. And he decided instead of texting me, because I would always tell people text me because some people just don't really like talking on the phone now, but I saw someone to text me, and instead of texting, he called. And I'm gonna pause right there and I'm gonna let him explain his side of the story as far as like me responding to your message in 2020.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, I wrote her up. I was like, hey, how you doing? My name Mike, aka Bay, aka Bay. You know what I'm saying? Call me Mike Bay, whatever, for short. Bay for short.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, didn't hear back, whatever. Didn't hear back. You said it, I just had put Tinder back on my phone a couple days prior, maybe even, right before then. My last incident, the girl was she lived up in Carolina or something, North Carolina, and was trying to basically was talking about how her dad works for the Braves, and she's coming out in the A, blase, here January 26th or something, 24th or some shit. She's gonna be down in the A, and this is in January. This is my last experience with Tinder. And it was in January. This was in March when I met her. So, all right. So she's like, blah 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 blah, and she's like, I'm coming down. Let's go. I was like, all right, cool. We can do brunch or something. Chill. See what's up. And she was like, no, that's not her. She's like, no, we gonna go out. We gonna make it worthwhile. We gonna take me to the museum and shit. I was like, okay, fine. Whatever, cool. I like somebody to know what they want. Make it easier for me.
There you go.
So cool, whatever. But all through that, from that January, mid-January, January 12th-ish, up until, whatever, we was talking, and she was saying a whole bunch of weird ass shit. She was asking me what I would do if I dated a girl with herpes, the herpes. And I was like, I was trying to be like a nice guy and be like, it's, nigga, no, it's over. Whatever.
Right.
Oh, that's sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me call you right back. My homie calling me. Clap. Block. That's what it went down.
Oh, wow.
So she sends me an STD test, and she's clean, flashes with flying colors. I'm like, why are you sending me this?
Right.
Why are you sending me this? Why are we doing this? Because I want you to fuck me. And I could just be a guy and be like, what up? Well, you know what I'm saying? But I'm smart.
Right.
So I'm like, this is weird. And in all my 30 plus years of life,
Correct.
no one's ever just gave me the pussy. Here's the vagina. Michael, here's some WAP for you.
There you go.
Got this WAP and got your name on it. Never really happened like that before, so I was taken aback.
Okay.
Whatever, I was taken aback. And then it evolved into, if I was fucking with somebody, and we was talking, together, would you let me be in an open relationship? And I'm like, well, baby.
Baby.
I don't even have a relationship, and you want me to open mine? I don't even got one yet. You want me to open it? I didn't even get a closed one. I didn't give me share. I don't even have nothing to share.
Right.
So that didn't work out. I told her, I was like, I was like, you give black women a bad name. I told her that. I was highly induced. But I spazzed out and I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck all this shit. No, I'm not about to do this. Because you got me insecure as fuck right now. And I'm feeling insecure. Fuck you. Fuck all that whole shit you talking about. I'm sorry. We're going to put an explicit warning on this one.
Yeah, there we go.
But, you know, forget all that whole shit you talking about. I'm over you. You're giving yourself a bad name. Fuck off. And I woke up. I was blocked on everything. I was unremoved on Tinder. You know, I was whatever on Tinder. And Kobe died. So it was it was the end of everything, you know. Fast forward March, whatever. I think I was on like BLK one time, and like this girl came up from Columbus to like come go to the movies with me. And they had the same birthday as me. That didn't work because we got the same birthday. It's only one me. It's only one King Leo. Me. So, you know, that didn't work out. I had to remove BLK from my phone, and I was like, man, fuck, I'm bored.
Okay.
And I got back on Tinder, and then she answered my message. We talked the day or something. She gave me the number. I called it. I was like, man, fuck all this. I'm about to just call and see what's up. She sounded cute on the phone. I was like, okay, she sound cute. And then, you know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying? You know, I went to go see her after they shut down the world for COVID. And I was stuck here. I've been stuck here in quarantine. I'm just playing. We quarantined together for a long time because my mom was a little, she was a little gippy about the whole corona thing, in and out the house.
Yeah.
So I stayed down. You know, I stayed down for maybe a couple weeks at a time. And, you know, every time I would go back home, I'd take a shower and then, you know, go hug my mom. But we got a lot in common. We learned a lot about each other with this quarantine period.
Yeah.
Had a, you know, it's kind of a, not necessarily a fast start, but, you know, it eliminated we had a lot of time to grow together in the beginning because she wasn't working. And, you know, I was here quarantining. So, you know, we spent a lot of time together and you know, had great vibes and memories in the early part. So when she did start to have to go back into the work world and I had to go back into my world, you know, we had a good foundation by then. So, you know, now we're at 6 months. We learned. Like I said,
it's okay.
we learned a lot about each other. And where's my little thingy? Oh, here it is. And I gotta show you guys what she got me for my gift here. But we rented out a hotel. Yeah. Downtown, in the heart of downtown.
The heart of downtown.
The heart of downtown.
Right.
J's on no block. Wow.
Hey.
But
Waffle House on the corner.
Yeah. Waffle House on every corner.
There you go.
With the sky view in the background. We went to Sky View.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Went to Sky View, had a great luscious dinner at Hard Rock Cafe.
That was good.
We got shouted out at Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Everybody. So I got this. This is a Seattle Seahawks jersey, my favorite football team, with the Ono logo on the back. So, you know, it was great. It was awesome. And, you know, we had good vibes, good times. I got her roses.
Yeah.
A rose, you know, and a teddy bear and a nice card.
The card was beautiful.
Beautiful cards. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I think I came home that night, prepared us a great meal.
It was delicious, by the way.
I had to do that. And, yeah, man, so it's been 6 months. And hopefully, you know, many more months. But specifically for the next 6 months, babe, what's your outlook like?
I see us working together, you know, continuing to work together. Working on getting you a car. I see us just talking and making plans to purchase a home. Hopefully sometime next year there'll be an engagement, you know. And I'm not rushing anything, but you know, I see us making plans as far as like just counseling when it comes to either becoming pregnant or different avenues to take. Because I just think it may be a little hard for me to get pregnant, to be completely honest. So see if there's other avenues out there as far as having kids of our own. But the main thing I think is getting a car and engagement and purchasing a home. That's what I see. What about
Okay.
you?
Okay. Yeah, I like those 3 things. I like those main goals.
Okay.
Maybe one of them will come first,
Yeah.
and then the other 2 can happen afterwards.
Yeah.
But I have something in the works.
Uh-huh.
So what's understood ain't gotta be explained. I love my baby. My baby loves me,
I do.
and it's gonna be a magical 6 months coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe something will work out.
Maybe.
So, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't see anything stopping us now. So ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
That's
6
enough.
months ahead.
That's enough.
Oh, okay.
You get copyrighted.
Okay.
Right.
I ain't got no. What you gonna do? What y'all want for it? I give you 5 for it.
Negative.
All right. I wish I could understand my handwriting.
I do the same thing.
All right, so we got the Tory Lanes, we got 6 month recap, we got our 6 month outlook, we talked about future baby mama.
Yeah.
We talked about Offset Cardi divorced.
Correct.
I don't have any Mike's memes right now, but we've came over a lot of them. It's been through, we've been on social media, plenty of times laughing at plenty jokes, plenty laughs. So let me see, if I do find a meme, let me see here what I got for us. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys checked out the iOS 14 update.
Oh, good.
Gang, Apple gang.
Boo.
You know what I'm saying?
Boo. Boo.
You know what I mean? So, I got lost downtown walking around.
Oh my goodness, dude. First of all, let's explain about that. Let me tell you some more stuff that we did for our 6 month anniversary. So this dude, he picks a fight with me on purpose. Now I'm kind of 38. I was pissed because I'm like, where is this coming from? So I had my phone in the bathroom, and one of my cousins had texted me through Instagram, and she was like, I see, Nikki, you be liking my pictures and stuff when it comes to food, because she meal preps and things like that, because she's on this health kick. So I sent a message back because I was doing my makeup because we were getting ready to go to Hard Rock.
Right.
So I sent her a message and I'm like, yeah, I'll try out some stuff. I said, I'll get back to you, in a little bit or whatever. So I put my phone down, and then as soon as I put my phone down, he just happened to walk in. So he said something, and then he walks off, and so I go back, and I'm like, he was pouting a little bit, like, And I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, why you trying to put your phone away when I came into the bathroom? And I'm like, what? I said, dude, you trying to your messages. And I'm like, I ain't trying to hide nothing from you. So I got my phone and I show it to him, and he's like, no, don't show it to me because I trust you. I said, you just said like 2 seconds ago, like you upset or something. So I was like, look at it. So I threw my phone on the bed, and I go back and I do my makeup. And so he gets up and he walks out the room. So I'm like, damn, he pissed off. Like, the fuck? And so I'm like, well, I'm gonna keep doing my makeup because he may take a walk and calm down and then come back and he'd be okay. So I'm gonna continue doing my makeup. So I'm like, damn, 30 minutes done passed. So I text him, I was like, you okay? This dude texts me, I'm lost. I said, what do you see? William Street. I'm like, shit, I don't know where that's at. So I sent him directions, and I'm like, no, these are car directions. I don't think he can follow that. So then I sent him walking directions, but he don't text back. So I'm like, oh, Lord. Then finally, he gets to the hotel room.
Man. Yeah. So I needed to cover. I needed a break. I needed to find somewhere to skeet off without, needing to say, hey, I'm about to go run to the store.
Right.
So that was my moment. I was just like, okay, I'm about to take this chance and I'm about to just go. She was doing her makeup. I saw she was doing her makeup, distracted with that. So, I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm about to go ahead and I made a move. I was walking around. I had to go get some roses. I couldn't get, the rose. It couldn't be a surprise if I brought the rose with me.
Right.
So, when I had a friend who worked in the area, and I was like, yeah, it's a store down there, boom, boom, boom. I walked to the store. I trusted the directions of the security guard at the hotel going there, but I could not find safe directions on the way back. So I looked up Google on my phone and I was, trying to walk and do the directions on Google, but it had little car directions on Google, so I was walking down. I wasn't walking down the one ways that I could walk down to shortcut, get back to the hotel, which was maybe if the hotel's right here, I might have been like right here, and I'm walking like around here, like all around here, like what the heck, where am I? What portal is this?
Aww.
And like I'm like walking down, I got roses in my hand and a teddy bear, walking down Peachtree. Right about the hotep guys out there. You gotta do it for the Lord, and the hotep guys. We know the hotep guys. So, you're passing by the hotep guys 3 or 4 times. I got on Batman. I got on Batman house shoes with no socks. I have on house shoes with no socks. I went out on the spur of the moment because I took my chance. So, I was like, damn, she's gonna just have to meet me at Hard Rock because I'm right here already and I don't know how to get back. So I'm about to go to Hard Rock with some Batman slides on and we finna eat. Fuck it. Like, and that's what I was like, but I was like, you know what, I really gotta pee. And I think I had to poop.
Oh,
so I was like, I got to go. I got to find the room. Y'all. So, and I found it after maybe like 45 minutes to an hour debacle. But no, I wasn't upset. I don't. It takes a lot to get me mad, but I had just, I wanted to like do something.
And I really thought
so we could be passionate. So we had makeup sex. But we didn't need to have makeup sex. We had anniversary sex.
There you go.
And it was a great time.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed myself. Skyview was great. He was afraid.
Was I acting afraid or was I afraid?
You were afraid.
You put the clip.
I put the clip. Y'all tell me. Comment down below if you think he was acting afraid or if he was really afraid. And Slick, what you point at?
The clip.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
That was not fright, folks.
Okay.
That was not fright.
Okay.
I'm hoping this gets edited properly. That was not fright.
Okay.
That was me I was playing up the situation. I was putting on my Screen Actors Guild.
So you weren't afraid at all? Slick.
I was.
Thank you. Especially when we got to the top and we sat there.
Oh!
And that thing got to rocking. And he was like, Nikki, don't move. He was holding on tight, y'all, for dear life. Now, all the other stuff with the recording, that probably was acting. But when we got up there to the top and sat there, he was afraid. I don't care what he said.
For dear life. Like, that's...
You weren't holding on tight to me? Clip, baby. I got it. I got the clip. I will show you the clip.
For dear life.
For dear life.
Like, that's serious. Talking about dear life. Dear life? Dear life.
You weren't. Bet 5.
Oh, speaking of which, Kings rejoice, Kings rejoice. I had a bet this week for the Falcons and Seahawks week 1 of the NFL season. Guess who won? Lord. No, this is not the result of the bet.
No.
The result of the bet is on my PlayStation 4 and will be on my PlayStation 5.
Correct.
I said, I kind of felt bad. That it came to fruition this way, because damn, I wasn't expecting you to say yes. I said you couldn't. I said you didn't need to do it. I said it's okay.
I'm a woman of my word. If I bet, I'm gonna pay up. You know what
So
I'm
she
saying?
haphazardly betted against the Seahawks, and she said the Falcons would beat the Seahawks, and we all know the Falcons are 0-3 right now. So she bet Madden 25 or Madden, the new Madden 21.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the new Madden 21, and I appreciate that. You know, because it's football season, and I love sports.
Right.
And I love my PlayStation 4, and I love her, and I love my PlayStation 5.
And my Christmas better be lit.
I mean, you know, it will be. So, you know. You want to bet something on Christmas?
Negative. I'm done betting. Like, I owe this dude like freaking hundreds of dollars.
You know, so
No.
I told her she didn't have to get it, though. So I did feel bad when and then the bet was initiated.
If I make a bet, I'm not gonna renege on my bet.
So I was like, you really don't have to, babe, because at the time she was like, I'm mad.
I love
And
her.
I was like, babe, you don't have to get
Yeah.
it. And I was like, you don't have to get it, babe. It's really good, babe. I'm straight. And she's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And I was like,
Nah, he ain't gonna never be able to say, you remember that time I bet you and you ain't even pay up? No, nope, not never.
if I would have said it's okay, you wouldn't have to pay. So you know, she appreciate that, Russ. But yeah, all in all, it's been some good times, good vibes, good days, bad days. You know, personally, but it's, you know, much love, and I'm looking forward to more rain, more sunshine, more. I want all the smoke, I want all the rain, I want all the shade, I want all the love, I want all the joy, I want all the pain. So,
I'm just curious as to when we're gonna have like a big argument.
I'm not. I'm shutting down all that energy. I'm shutting down all that energy. I'm shutting down all that energy. I don't have it.
I don't think we're going to have a big one, but I think it would be hilarious to look back at it if we did have a big one. Wow, root this.
I don't have it.
Outside.
I don't have IDT. I don't have it in me. So it's over, folks. I hope y'all can still see us, because it did get dark.
I did. Well, the ring light is helping us, so we should be able to still see us.
Yeah.
If not, y'all can just listen.
Right. So, you have anything you wanted to? You had the two. You said Tory Lanez and.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about everything. The segues were great, so I think that's it for this one, guys.
Well.
Thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment, and
subscribe. Subscribe right there. So I think we're up to like maybe 20 followers. So by the next episode.
20 followers, really?
I think we were at 18. So.
I saw 19 yesterday.
Okay.
So tell your mama, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your great grandma, your grandma.
Ooh, should we end it here?
What you got? What'd you just think of? Or should we save it?
Let's save it. We're gonna save it. We're gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger.
You know.
We got big news coming up or big stories ahead.
Yes, and next episode we will be back with Mike's Me. Okay. That's it. Bye.